Welcome to Dolly Dreams.
Hi, I'm Charlie. And I'm April. I'm Ella. And I'm Sophie. And we're sisters.
Oh, wake up, guys. What? You're up early? Nope, I'm asleep. I have to say, I'm not sure how much sleep I had. True. Ugh, let's wake up then. Ugh. Oh. Come on, Ella. Just so you know, the mini dolls were already awake, by the way. So, the reason why we are here and we're not in our normal beds is because we are having our bedroom painted. Yes, now not like our dolly bedrooms, like our actual big bedroom. Yes, and that means we're gonna have to move the bookcase that our doll house is in to the center of the room so we can paint the walls. And whilst that's going on, we cannot sleep in there. So we are in our brother's room at the moment. Yes, and we're going to be in here for a couple of days. So yes, and the reason why the camera is a bit wobbly is because we don't have our normal tripod, because that's been put elsewhere and we can't find it. But it's okay, we can still make videos. Yes, so should we tell them what today's video is about? Hello, and welcome back to Dolly Dreams. And today, we're going to be comparing different doll brands. Yes, as some of you may know, we have 3 different doll brands in this house. Yes, so we have GOTS, Our Generation, and Design a Friend. Yes, and we're going to be comparing them by price, value for money, quality. Yes, and we're going to say which doll you should buy as your first doll, which if you go to the experience of doll, which one's the best, and things like that. Yes, and this is only our opinion. Like, you might have a completely different opinion to us, but that's absolutely fine. Yes, so should we get started? Actually, before we do this, we're going to get into the outfits we came in. Yeah, I didn't change. I came in this outfit. More about that later. This is the outfit that I came in. Sorry about my messy hair, but yeah. So it comes with this nice top, this skirt, these socks, and these shoes. And it came with pants as well, just purple pants. By the way, the mini dolls aren't doing it because we've only got Lori dolls. So this is the outfit I came in. I also came with a ballet outfit and really cute ballet shoes. I didn't come with this outfit, by the way. And this is the outfit that I came in. I didn't come with these glasses, but I'll just get changed now. So, I came with this outfit here and this ballet outfit as well. That's all of the outfits we came in. So, you might be a little bit confused as why I stayed in my pajamas. And that is because I was secondhand and not entirely sure where we got it from because we got it from our grandma, and like I think I came from a craft fair, so these are all like homemade outfits and stuff. But yeah, they're really well made outfits because they don't have a label in, and we've searched on the GOTS website and everything, you can't get these clothes anywhere, so we think they're like homemade ones, which is really cool. And yeah, so I don't really know much about me. I think I'm actually the GOTS Jessica doll though. Yes, so that's my real name, but I didn't actually know that at the time. So we just named me Charlie, well, Charlotte, but nobody calls me Charlotte, they just call me Charlie. And yeah, so we didn't know that time. That's why I'm called Charlie, not Jessica. So my middle name's Jessica, but so my whole name is Charlotte Jessica, but I really only just say Charlie. And I was new when we got me, so I came with these really nice Our Generation shoes, and I am the April doll. I'm still called April. I don't have a middle name. And I am a designer friend doll. So I am the Darcy doll. We did know that at the time, but we just decided to change my name to Sophie. I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah, we just decided to change my name to Sophie. So I am now Sophie Darcy. And I did do ballet once, but I just decided to quit. I don't really know why. So we've given both our ballet outfits to Charley, so she does ballet all the time and stuff. And so basically, and we basically only got me because I came with 2 outfits. We were like in year 2 or something, so we were quite young, and we just kind of just went, oh, this one comes with 2 outfits, I'll get that one. And I mean, yeah, I was the second doll that we've got, and I think we got me in 2015, Christmas time, so yeah. And we got me in 2014, I think, and I am the Rose doll. We did not know that at the time, so we think I might actually be secondhand, but I've got all the things that came with me, and yes, and our grandma got me this for Christmas 2014. So we're a year apart, although we're twins because we're born on Christmas Day. Although, yeah. And I just came with loads of these things. And again, I gave my ballet outfit to Charley. So yes, and we didn't know my name was Rose at the time, so I just called me Ella, so Ella Rose. Yes, and we got me in 2020. I think they got me in 2016, but like midway through 2016. So after Sophie, but pretty close to Sophie. So yeah. And now you know a bit more about us. Let's get into the comparison. So, first thing we are going to compare is our hair. Yes. Now you have to bear in mind that I am like 4 or 5 years old and the others are much younger. Yes, so I'm about 3 years old and Charlie's kind of 3 years old. Other than April is nearly 1 year old. But we're going to try and compare it to what it was when we first got this doll. Yes. So, should we start? Yeah, okay. So my hair was actually pretty silky when we first got it. And it's still kind of silky, but it's not nowhere near as silky as it was. And our friends that we share the channel with actually have Our Generation dolls, and their hair, like Holly's hair, we felt that before COVID and everything, and it's really not that silky. It's about the same as Designer Friend. So like Our Generation starts off silky but then kind of comes non-silky, so it's kind of like after you've used your doll a lot then it will be good, but then like it's not going to stay silky forever. So like I wouldn't rely on it to be the silkiest hair forever, but it was good when we first got it, and yeah. It was also quite easy to brush, like it doesn't usually get too tangled. But then we felt Holly's hair before, and it's like almost a 2-year-old Our Generation doll, and her hair is like the same amount of naughtiness as Designer Friend doll, so like yeah. So that's my hair, but let's go into Charlie's hair. So with my hair, it wasn't silky as such when we first got it, but it was kind of like easier to brush when we first got it, but then I'm pretty sure I'm secondhand as well, so yeah. And I mean, the length of the hair, my hair goes up to like not quite my waist area, so it's pretty long, rather than April's hair goes like she could probably sit on it, and yeah, but that's just the length of the hair of what this particular doll has. And like, so it's not that silky, but then it's quite easy to brush, but then it's easier to brush if you put water on it, but then that's probably like with every doll. If you put water on it, it's easier to brush. But yeah, and that's basically about my hair. Like, I guess it's quite good quality. It's a bit dry, but then it's probably just because it's an old doll, so yeah. That's my hair, and I do have a parting, but it's kind of like just a side parting, and I've just not got it at the moment. Oh yeah, my parting's straight down the middle, but it's actually really tricky to get into it because it's just like either too much hair goes to one side or the other side. It's just really difficult to get. Both already, are probably, like if you've got 2 design friend dolls and 2 Our Generation, you've got the same amount of both, then I would probably suggest going for Our Generation doll. Just I think there's a bit more variety in Our Generation, and you're more likely to find which one you want. So rather than in Design a Friend that they only stock, I don't know, like 10, probably a bit more than that, but 10 different types of dolls at a time, rather than Our Generation probably has like 30 different types or something. But we would 100%, if you have like, I know 4, or I don't know, if you have like 3 Our Generation dolls, we like couldn't stress enough that you get a Design Friend doll. We just think it's just great to have the variety, and not everyone's the same, so if you want to make it look more realistic, you wouldn't want to have loads of Our Generation dolls, so we look different, gods look different, so yeah. Hope that helps. And my hair, if it wasn't plaited, would go down to about my knees. So my hair is super long, and it wasn't particularly silky when we got it. It's kind of just the same as Holly's hair now, but yeah, but that was when I first got it, and it's kind of the same as Holly's is now, but it's a bit plasticky, I guess, but it's quite good because like it stays in this very well, and if you take it out, it won't like crimp it there. And I mean, like, it's pretty difficult to brush, but then that's probably just the length. Like, it's the same trickiness to brush as Charlie's is, maybe a little bit harder, but like, it's pretty good for a first doll because like it's not too expensive and you can't really mess it up too much. But yes. But when I was bored, I actually had really naughty hair because they didn't put it up, like they didn't tie it in anything in the box, and it was just really tricky to brush out just for the first bit, rather than April's hair came in like bunches in the box, so it kind of didn't get naughty whilst it was in the box, but my hair did. But yeah, I mean, we brushed it out now, and now it's just fine. And I am a designer friend doll, so I'm a bit like Sophie's one, and my hair, well, you would say it was short, so it goes down to about my shoulders, but you would have thought, oh, you've got loads of things you can do, but I think it's just because my head's quite big compared to the rest of my body, so it makes it feel like my hair is shorter, although it actually isn't, because if you just did a small plait, like you would get a lot of plait in there, but if we just did that, then it would be a little bit trickier to do like a plait if I did the whole thing, because I've only got that much, rather than if I just did a small bit, I've got all of it there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's not that silky, but then when we got it, it wasn't that silky, but I think I might have been secondhand or something. So yeah, and I mean, it's just well used, I guess. Like, it's pretty difficult to brush, but then so is Charlie's and Sophie's and stuff, but it's easier because it's shorter. So yeah, and I do have a parting, but it's actually quite faint, so like up here, like it's pretty difficult to see, but I mean, my hair just has like a natural flow to it or something, so yeah. Going back to our hair, we actually brush it just with a normal brush, like just a plastic normal brush you could use on humans. So it's just a new one that we've got like not used yet, but it's not like it's damaged our hair or anything. We don't have like a proper wig wire brush, it's just a normal brush. It hasn't damaged our hair like anything. Like our friends have actually got this proper like doll brush, like a wig wire one, but we've felt Holly's hair and things, and it really hasn't helped anything. Like it's still as naughty and as the same quality as April's and all of our hair is. So we do not recommend spending your money on a fancy brush because it does exactly the same as just a normal hairbrush would. But honestly, it's up to your choice. With hair, I think which one would win? Probably our generation, just because it was silkier when we got it, and after a while it's kind of just the same, but when you first get it, it's better condition in the beginning. But then that might be just because they package it better or something, I don't know. Actually, talking about packaging, with the dolls, it's probably more necessary than the clothes, but our generation is kind of displays all of their dolls, clothes and dolls and things like, so it's got little plastic things so you can see it. If you just pick it out of the box, you're like, oh, it's nice and displayed. But with the design of friend ones, they're basically just in a box and you can't see them, and then like when you open it, they're folded up and things. So it looks better from the our generation one, but then it's really tricky to get into because you have to cut all of the different tabs and things. But with the design of friend, you just open the box and there it is. I'm not sure how necessary it is for design of friend to have all of these clothes displayed. Like I don't think they need that because it's Argos and you don't really go there and look at things, rather than with our generation, if you went to Smith's you would go and look at them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so I don't think it's really necessary that design of friend needs to have that that like display, but I think our generation does need it. But it's just so much easier to get into design of friend rather than our generation. Never actually bought any outfits or anything from GOTS because I don't think you can get many of them in the UK, and so I was secondhand anyway, so when our grandma got it, so we didn't come in a box or anything, so we don't know how it's displayed or anything like that, so I can't really join in with this. So for display, I guess it's kind of like our generation and design of friend are kind of tying, because design of friend doesn't really need that display rather than our generation does. So yeah. And we can't really say much for GOTS as well because we've got a second-hand doll with no GOTS clothes. We've just got the doll, purely the doll. So yeah. Yeah, so it probably is more likely that design of friend or our generation is gonna win. But anyway, next category. Quality of the doll. Okay, so with my doll, with my arms, you can actually almost move them 360 degrees. Like you can move my arms like up and down like that, and like up and there, so you have much more mobility. And same with the other arm and stuff like that. And my head moves, I guess, and my eyes close. And with my legs, I could do the splits. So yeah, I can do the splits. I'm not sure how good that is for the doll to do the splits, but I can do them, so my legs can go out that far. So I can do box splits, and I can also do these splits as well. So yeah, I can do it both ways as well. And I think this is the same for American Girl dolls as well, so I don't think it is just GOTS, but I know that design of friend in our generation cannot have all of the mobility that I do. So I can do a V shape with my legs, but I cannot do the splits. I can do front splits or whatever they're called, like this, but I can't do box splits. Yes, and with my arms, I don't have the movement there. The only reason why I can do that is because of my soft body. But I can move up and down and things. So yeah, I can move up and it'll stay and stuff, but I do not have the like that Charley does. And I'll show you my feet actually, because they're substantially different to Ella and Sophie's feet. Yeah, so look at my feet compared to Charlie's feet. They are pretty similar, to be honest. Yeah, so they're kind of like, I don't know, fat at the toes, and they kind of have like a sloping bit like there. But that's just the way the feet are. That's not saying it's good or bad. That's just where it is. But this actually means that some our generation boots and things are actually pretty tricky to get on to our feet because they're quite big. And yes, but then not entirely sure how you can actually get around that problem, apart from make the boots a bit bigger, but then that might look a bit bad. So not saying there's any way you could fix it, but that's just what we're saying. And our hands have this very distinct, like sideways almost, like there, and then all of the four fingers are separated, and all of those markings and things. So yeah. Then with my hands, they are actually like we've got the two middle fingers stuck together, and then like that, and quite a wide hand. I think I'm actually quite similar to the American Girl dolls. Like you see, our hands are completely different. Yes, and we all have hard limbs and a hard face, but our bodies are like squidgy, like that. All of us, even the mini dolls, have squidgy bellies as well. That sounds really old when you say it out loud. Sign a friend, we've got a similar hand to Charlie's guts. And because yes, so we've got the two middle fingers stuck together, and then the other fingers like that, and we've got a very similar thing to Charlie. So yeah, you can see with these, they've got those four fingers like that, very similar. And also my limbs have become very loose, and we don't want to fix it just because we don't want to ruin me. But this arm's better, but it's really not too great. But yeah, like that's not just a design friend thing, because Ella is older than me and her limbs are perfectly fine. Like that stays there and that one stays there, so that might just be my limbs, or we've been using my right arm loads or something. I do not know, but yeah, my limbs are getting a little loose, but we're not gonna fix it quite yet. Yes, and we do not have that same ability as Charlie and that Charlie does. We're a bit like April, like we're only really restricted for those bit, but yes. And our feet are skinnier. Our feet are a lot skinnier, and that means they fit in, even our generation's shoes, sometimes they fit in a bit better than our generation dolls do. So like some of the boots that are difficult to get on our generation, they fit perfectly for Design a Friend. So yeah, it's pretty good to have both, because then, you know, at least it'll fit in one doll. So yes, looking at the feet comparing to the other dolls, we do actually have longer feet. You can see they are much longer than the gods in our generation. So we have like long skinny feet and they have short and fat feet. And look at the shoe comparison. And also how well we sit up. So I can sit up by myself, like I don't need to use my hands at the back. I can just sit quite normally. And then with our generation dolls, we can sit up, like I'm not using my hands at the back right now, and my legs aren't in a proper V and things, but like we do tend to, like if you just knocked me I would fall over, but like I can sit up, yeah, but it's probably a little bit harder to get into the position than Charlie the God's doll would, but like it's fine. Yeah, I can sit up. We can sit up without putting our hands at the back if we get in a proper position. Now, this is pretty hard to get into, so most of the time we just put our hands at the back there, but then so do the others, except from Charlie. Charlie always sits up without her hands by the back. But yeah, we just put our hands at that really supports us and everything. But we can, it's perfectly capable. We are perfectly capable to sit up and sit like this. Now I won't be able to do it, will I? But yeah, perfectly capable. Yes, but our legs, you notice they do not go in a V as much. Like if they go in a V, we can't really sit up properly. So yeah, body category, like the quality of our body, not including the hair, I think Charley would win that. Like a new doll, like Charley's limbs are a little bit like they're not as stiff, but that's probably just because she's old. Like I think Charley would win this category because she's got the full mobility, and I mean, with the feet being a bit big, that's just the way it is. If you bought God's shoes, they would fit perfectly. And yeah, so I think Charley will next. She's got closey eyes. I've got closey eyes. We do not have closey eyes. So I'm not sure if you could call this a category, but the next one is glasses. At the moment, only me and April are wearing glasses. My glasses are not any of these brands. They're not Designed Friend Our Generation or Gods. It's just a random like cheap one. I can't remember where we got it from, like Etsy or something. But yeah, so they fit like they'd fit any type of doll. They'd fit Charley. And then if we took April's ones off, and then we took these and put it on April, they'd fit. They'd look a bit odd if you say so myself, but if you just put them like down a bit, they'd fit them. But then of course they fit Design a Friend and Design a Friend, so they fit all of them. And then the other type of glasses we have are generation glasses here, and as you can see, we've had to put little rubber bands on the ends because they do not fit. Like, we just take the rubber bands off, they do not fit on April. Like, that's only because she's leaning back. If she was sitting up normally, they would not stay up. Oh, there we go. But then we'll move her a bit and they'll fall down. So, yes. And the other glasses we have are the Splash of Fun glasses here. As you can see, we've got this thing because these are Sophie's glasses, and we have had to put these on, and we've had to put that around the back. With these ones, we've had to put a little bit of rubber bands around the edge just so they can fit on Sophie. We were going to do like a full rim around the edge for April's glasses, but we found if you just put 2 rubber bands on the edge, they fit absolutely fine. And then, like, once you do that, like, then you can go like that and they won't fall off. But with Ella's ones here, like, they've got no rubber bands or anything on them. You can shake them about at all and it just won't come off at all. But if you didn't have any rubber bands on our generation ones, they would fall off almost instantly. Yes, and the sunglasses we have from our generation are terrible. They do not fit on any of these dolls. It's actually fine, the sunglasses, because our room is being painted, but they are downright terrible. Seriously, like, they just won't stay on. So yeah, do not get our generation glasses. And you would have thought the April glasses would fit on the April doll, but no. And like, honestly, we'll take them off and just show you just how bad quality they are. Like, you can bend that, but with the really cheap Etsy ones, no chance of bending them. Oh, if you would, then they would snap. So yeah, they are terrible. Do not get our generation glasses. Just saying. But we don't have any glasses for Design a Friend dolls or God's dolls, so yeah. And we have actually found the glasses that come with the astronaut all-in-one. They are exactly the same as these purple ones, but in black. I used to have them, but then we lost them and we haven't found them since. But yeah, they're literally exactly the same. So that'd be good, that'd fit. The next category is just things we just found with them. So first thing is with me, the Our Generation dolls, even though I'm a regular doll, like, look how bendy my fingers are. Like, you can bend them, and you can bend my arm just a little bit. Like, you can bend it, it doesn't stay, but you can bend it, even though I'm a regular doll, not one that you can actually move. But with designer friend, they're rock solid. Like, you cannot move at all. And same with me, like, you just cannot move at all. And I've been left in a car before, and I've gone squishy. We've been left in a car, we've been absolutely fine. Yeah, same with me, I've been absolutely fine. So, like, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or if it's a bad thing, but I would probably say it was kind of a bad thing because I've been squishy and yeah. And another thing is the fact that we have open and closed eyes. That helps a lot when you're trying to make sleeping. Yeah, so when we sleep, we're just like eyes open. I have my sleeping mask on, but yeah, I don't have a sleeping mask, so I'll probably want to make one. But yeah, I just think like, yeah, we've got eyelashes. Sorry, Sophie, from poking you in the eye. That's absolutely fine. I have eyelashes too, and I have open and closed eyes. I have eyelashes too, and open and closed eyes. I have really like thick eyelashes. I have quite thin eyelashes. Yeah, we have quite thin eyelashes too. So I went on the eyelashes, I guess. And also, Our Generation is a proper big brand, and what they do is like it's by Batat, and what they do is make Our Generation things. All Our Generation is just Our Generation. But then with Designer Friend, it's Argos, and that's kind of just a mix and match and stuff. So yeah, that's probably why half of you probably don't know who Ella and I are, because we are old dolls and they don't stock us anymore, rather than with April. Like, April's been stocked for ages and she's still in stock, and they keep adding new things and they rarely take them away. But that's just what Our Generation does, because Our Generation is a bigger brand. I'm not sure about Goths. I think you can still get Jessica some places. So yeah. I've actually found that Lori dolls are actually made by Batat as well, and you can see their hands are very similar to these. Although they're a bit smaller, well, I say bit, like a lot smaller. But they are very similar, I think, and like the faces, a bit similar. Obviously, you can't really do eyes that are similar, and they're quite similar. And then the feet are relatively similar. We've both got shoes on at the moment, but that's just something we found with our Lori dolls. Yes, we don't have any Our Generation mini dolls. We've just got Lori mini dolls. Category is just value for money. Now, Designer Friend regular dolls, which just come with a doll and the outfit that the doll is wearing, they're about £20-25. But then the regular Our Generation dolls, they're £30, and they just come with a doll and the outfit that they're wearing. And then I'm not entirely sure if they really call them deluxe Designer Friend dolls, but they come with, I think we were deluxe dolls, because we came with an outfit and an extra outfit. We both came with ballet outfits. So yeah, I think that would be the equivalent as a Designer Friend deluxe doll. But they were probably about £30 or something, maybe a bit more. But yeah, probably about £30. So yeah. But then the Our Generation deluxe dolls come with bendy arms, an extra outfit, a book, and accessories, and that's £40, and that's for £10 extra. And if you think just a regular outfit, which just comes with an outfit, like maybe one accessory or something, that's £12 usually, or £13 just for an outfit. So you're already saving £3, and then you're getting like a free book and free accessories and free bendy arms and things. So if you just think like you're getting a lot more if you have a deluxe Our Generation doll. So yeah, again, I can't really join in this conversation, but yeah. So value for money, we would definitely say if you got a deluxe Our Generation doll, that's definitely value for money. And I guess a deluxe Designer Friend doll would be value for money, I guess. But yeah, and because we're a regular Designer Friend doll is about £5 cheaper than a regular Our Generation doll, and that is probably because we don't have like closey eyes, and our hair is probably a little less quality, but then they get the same over time anyway, and we probably are less good quality, but then £5 less, you would expect that, so that basically all pretty good value for money. So we don't really know me because we're not entirely sure how expensive God stores are, because we haven't really looked into that. But I think they're pretty expensive. It's like American Girl dolls, they're really expensive. But then they probably are really good quality too, so yeah, you kind of got to get that balance right. Both already, like if you've got 2 designer friend dolls and 2 our generation, you've got the same amount of both, then I would probably suggest going for our generation doll, just I think there's a bit more variety in our generation and you're more likely to find which one you want. So rather than in designer friend that they only stock, I don't know, like 10, probably a bit more than that, but 10 different types of dolls at a time, rather than our generation probably has like 30 different types or something. But we would 100%, if you have like, I don't know, 3 our generation dolls, we like couldn't stress enough that you get a designer friend doll. We just think it's just great to have the variety, and not everyone's the same, so if you want to make it look more realistic, you wouldn't want to have loads of our generation dolls, so we look different, gods look different, so yeah. Hope that helps.
So I'd like to say thank you very much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, because we definitely enjoyed making it. Please keep watching another one of our videos, because it really helps out our channel. Anyway, bye! Thanks for watching Jolly Dreams. We'll see you all next time. Bye! I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye from Charlie. And goodbye from April. Yes, and bye from Ella. See you next time. Bye from Sophie.